again to Shoshi's Crafts. Have you ever been in the position where you've suddenly got to send somebody a special card urgently and you haven't got time to make it, and you pull all the stops out and it gets all stressful, and after all this is supposed to be fun? Well, I've come up with an idea. I've just got into the whole world of ATCs, artist trading cards, and last night I made these. There are 3 more or less the same. I haven't got into the whole world of swapping yet, which is what people do with these. And I thought they might be rather nice little embellishments on cards to send to people. So I thought it'd be quite nice to design a sort of holder for them which would double up as a greetings card. So what I've done, I've got some pieces of just ordinary card and cut them in half to A5 and then folded them to A6. Then I've cut a piece of A6 and then I've trimmed it right down just a tiny little bit by about 1/16 of an inch, so that it tucks inside there and it doesn't stick out along the edge. And that would be a sort of backing piece. So what I'm planning to do is to emboss the front with my Cuttlebug folders and leave a blank bit at the bottom, and maybe do a couple of score lines on there with my score pal, and then above that score line, make a little slit, but not all the way across, so that it'll be just along the score line, so it doesn't really show. And then glue this piece inside, but not all the way around, if you follow me, so that it acts as a little pocket in there. And then you can just pop the ATC inside the pocket, and then you could stamp or write a sentiment along the bottom to suit the occasion, and that would be very quick to do if you had to do a card urgently. If you've got a stock of these of different designs, just put one in and then do the sentiment in a colour that coordinates with the design that you've got. So I thought that would be a really nice idea for a card, and then also of course with the backing piece on there would cover up the slit and the embossing and everything else, so you'd have a plain inside. And then you could just write your personal message on the inside there. So, I was thinking about what sort of folders to use for this, and I'm grateful to Icky of Cuttlebug Cupboard blog, because she's got some very good instructions how to emboss just part of a card by putting, let's get the Swiss dots one, putting it up to the fold and doing it like that, and then you don't fold the card around, you just feed the whole thing through the Cuttlebug and it just embosses that bit there and it leaves that bit plain. Okay, so I've got my Cuttlebug machine, so let's make a sandwich. Put the A plate, B plate, and then my other B plate on top. I'll just feed it through and see what happens. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Yes, it's made a little mark just along the back there. I shall have to just go so far and no further, I think. But there we have it. Can you see the embossing on there? And it's just at the top. And then we've got this nice blank bit at the bottom. Right, I'm going to go away and I'm going to do some more with different patterns, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, here we are again. Now remember when I did this Swiss dots one, I got this, I don't know whether you can see that on the video, I got a little bit of embossed the edge of the folder onto the back. So with the other ones that I've done, I was careful to stop before I reached that and then turned the handle backwards, brought it out forwards again. That one is quite pretty. I'm not sure how well this embossing is showing up, but you can see there's a blank bit at the bottom. And I love this paisley one, this is very pretty. Pleased with that. And this one I knew would be a success. This is the first time I've tried this one. It's called Ironworks, and I really like that pattern. Okay. Just go up to the fold. And just one more for good measure. Get up into the corner. And then I'll put the little slit just along there. So I'll score up the others and I'll be back in a minute. Right, I've done all those now. I think that looks quite nice. I'm quite pleased. Okay, so that's my centre mark there. Shall make this slit above the top score line. So if it's 2.5 inches either side, that's going to be for the ATC is 2.5 inches. It's going to be 1.25 inches either side to be an exact match for that. But I don't think I want to make it quite as small as that because it won't go in otherwise. So if I make it 1/4 inch each side, I think that should go in because it will allow for some thickness of the card as well. If I've got embellishments on it like I have on this, it's quite thick. Right, so I shall cut that on the Tim Holtz ruler. It's got this metal bit along the other edge, so you can cut against it. It's about there. Make sure I've cut through properly. Right, so I've got my little slit. I'll rub out those marks in a minute. Let's see if that goes in. It's quite thick at the bottom, this one, unfortunately, but I think it'll go in. Yes. So it would be like that, and then as it is at the moment, it's like that. But with that stuck on the back and glued around there, that's how it would be, and then I can put the sentiment on the bottom there. So there's an idea for you. Thanks for watching. See you again soon. Bye for now.